host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The play fake. Here's Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Rosen. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
On first down, it's Rosen. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bobby Okereke. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Mitchell. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Gould is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deone Bucannon. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Now it's Rosen. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Ryan. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So, Charles, defensively here, you're going up against a veteran quarterback. He's got a lot of know-how, a ton of savvy, but a guy who's not the most mobile of quarterbacks. What's the plan of attack?
You spend all week pumping up your defensive front. Your defensive tackles, your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys who go after the quarterback the most, because you know that he's not going to run and beat you consistently throughout the game. You can rush more aggressively off the edge and even up the middle, because even if he evades you, he's not going to go very far. You have a lot more confidence going after him in the pocket.
They run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Niners' 18-yard line.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen, escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 36. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. They go play action. It's Rosen. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And now it's Rosen looking. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Throwing again, it's Rosen. Flush to his right. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Ryan. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And running with power here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Colts 21, 49ers 12.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never...
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got Granson over the middle. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 17-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan eluding the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that could be important, as that makes this a 16-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Flushed out right. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Blue Dan. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
To throw is Rosen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 score.
He's got a man complete. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Rosen's throw here on target to Hurst. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mitchell. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Three tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Mitchell again. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And Ryan's throw complete here to Doyle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Again, it'll be Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll try and run Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Blankenship's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Second and 10. Play action here with Rosen. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Rosen to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rosen. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, switch gears. Hey, alert, alert.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Middle.
Rosen will throw. Gets this one to Juszczyk. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Gold with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Rosen on first down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Rosen. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keon Crossan. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On first down, it's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mike's by 4. Let him know. Let him know.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 37. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
That's what I do. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, we got you ready,
and they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.